What's going on, Pats Nation? Welcome to another edition of Can's Pats Talk. Man, hope y'all had a great weekend, man. Mine's pretty good. Brought the New Year's in with friends and family last night. But man, like I said, hope y'all New Year's was great. Hope your weekend was great. But ready to talk some Patriots ball. Was a big win today against the Miami Dolphins. Finally, we beat them. We finally beat them. We had lost what four straight to them. Tua had been 4-0 against them, but he didn't play today with concussion. I hope he gets well. But we finally beat them. That's a big win for us. I don't care who the quarterback was. I know Teddy Bridgewater got hurt. They didn't have Tua. Then they had Skylar Thompson coming in. But we did get that win today. That's huge, and it's a divisional win, and that gives us right now we are what 3-2 in the division. So that's huge. Lost to Buffalo early, about midway during the year, and then we lost to the Dolphins week 1. Those are our only division losses. I get to the Buffalo game in a bit, but that was a big win against the Dolphins, man. We were banged up in the secondary. I thought the secondary played good. Dolphins did score a couple touchdowns. I think the second one they scored was I think the first one was the one Tyreek Hill, but the second one they did score was more of a, I mean, I don't want to say a broken play. We had the sack. I forgot when who it was. It might have been Barmore. We had a sack, but then Teddy Bridgewater just flicked it off or whatnot. And I think it was Trent. Was it Trent that got the ball? I can't. River was it Rivercraft for the Dolphins, or was it somebody? Whoever it was, the wide receiver that caught it. It was. I mean, it was a good play by Teddy Bridgewater to keep the play alive, and that play was actually a short field. That touchdown we gave them, it was a short field. So it ain't like they drove the ball. And I think all in all, the defense played very well. I would like to see we didn't get a lot of pass rush. Uche and Judon was quiet for the most part. I know they had a few pressures, but we didn't really get they didn't get a lot of pressure. Didn't get a lot of sacks today. Barmore, biggest takeaway from the game is Barmore. He played, well, biggest takeaway on defense. Barmore played very well. And we can see his impact since he's been back these last couple of games. He's made some plays, got a sack today, had a few pressures, a few run stuffs. It's made a big difference. Barmore, I thought Dietrich Wise played really well. Um, haven't really seen a lot of Mac Wilson in the past few weeks. Raekwon McMillan had some plays. Jabril Peppers, Bentley, um, McCourty did drop a pick. Duggar with the pick six. Like without that pick six, I don't know if we win that game. I don't know if we win it. But all in all, was a great performance by the defense. A good performance. I say great. Good performance by the defense. Offense played pretty good. Matt was good. He wasn't great, but he was good. Threw two touchdowns. One to Taquan Thornton. Thornton had a huge game. Huge game for Thornton. Myers had a pretty good game. He did get hurt in the end, but I think he'll be fine. Um, Few injuries. Who got banged? I know Bentley got hurt. He came back. Jones got hurt. He said after the game he'll be okay. Myers got hurt on the touchdown. He said he'll be fine, but we'll see. I know we seen Jack Jones a few weeks ago against the Cardinals. He said he would be okay, but we ain't seen him yet. Haven't seen him since that Cardinals game, and now he's on the IR, so he's out for the year. So 1 second. Man, to beat this Dolphins team. Dolphins had lost what 4 straight or five? Yeah, that made their fifth straight loss or whatnot. So they lost to the Niners, Chargers, they lost to Buffalo, and then they lost to Green Bay. Yeah, just their fifth straight loss. So all in all, I think a pretty good performance by the offense, pretty good performance by the defense against a good team. I thought with the Dolphins. I do think if Tua plays, they probably win that game. They made just enough plays to win it. But hey man, we're still alive. We're still alive, man. We are 8-8. I had us winning 10 games coming into the year. But I think from what we've seen, our division's gotten better. A lot of teams in the AFC has gotten better. A lot of teams around the NFL has gotten better. So it kind of put a dent on my expectations for this year. But we 8-8. I think I see a lot of people that didn't think we'd win eight games this year. I've seen 4 wins, 5 wins, maybe 6 or 7 wins. But we've surpassed what a lot of people thought this year with all the changes that we had coming into this season. With the coordinator. The injuries, the offensive line. Like I just think I think we surpassed a lot of people's expectations. We got 8 wins out of this team with this roster. I think it's a better roster than what a lot of people think. But we got for us to get 8 wins with everything that's going on, that happened in all season with the coordinators and the offensive line stuff. I think that's huge. That's big for us. Um, what else stood out from this game? I got hot under pressure. Running game, I think Stevenson, he's almost at 1,000 yards. Stevenson showed a little bit of burst. He played all right. Damon Harris played good. Hunter Henry stepped up. Taquan Thornton, my man, made up from the big drop that he had last week. But Taquan Thornton played magnificent today. He played good. Hope to see a lot more of that Matt the Thornton probably in the years to come. I think the offensive line was okay. Though they got couple sacks. They were like about 3 sacks today we gave up today, some pressure. But I think for the most part, they hung in there. They battled. Um, the defense on the corner, John Jones got hurt on a play. I think it was a Tyreek Hill, but I know it was late on it, like the last possession of the game on defense. Jones got hurt, so got to see how he said he'd be all right. Didn't like how it looked, but I hope and think he'd be fine because we're gonna need him next week against Buffalo. We really gonna need him. But yeah, he did get hurt or whatnot. I thought the corners played pretty well. Miles Bryant gave up a few catches, and the secondary as a whole, we gave up a little bit, but nothing major. No big plays for the most part, and that's what I was scared about. Coming in, you're down your second and third corner. There's no big plays. I think the practice squad elevation, Quandre Mosley and Hayes, they played real. They played good. You didn't hear their names called a lot. So anytime you don't hear somebody's names, that's good. So I think they play good. Duggar, man, I think he gets in the Pro Bowl this year. I think he was a snub too. He got like 3 defensive touchdowns this year, Cal Duggar. So I think Duggar gets into the I think he gets into the Pro Bowl this year. He has to. I think he'll get in there. A couple more guys that I think see. John Jones, he might get in. He got a few picks this year. Then he has like 4. I know Doug got a few, but he got 3 defensive touchdowns. So I think he gets. I think one of those two going to get in. Uche, I think he should still get in. He didn't do much today. Got a few pressures, but I think he might. Yeah, he might get in and whatnot. But all in all, like I said, man, a pretty good performance, man, by this team today, man. Very well. We fought. We was down in the third quarter, but we fought and came back. I mean, I thought it was over when Miami went up. I didn't like my offense was going to do anything. When the Dolphins went up, I said, "Oh, here it go." I said, "Pick six about to happen, a turnover, or something, and this game is going to be over with." But we fought hard and we won the game. So that's all that really matters, man. Now, with Miami losing, the Jets lost to Seattle today, so that they're out the playoffs now. So now, even if we do lose to Buffalo next week, which a lot of people think, and I think, me personally, you got to have faith in your team. But me personally, I think we're gonna lose. If we lose to Buffalo next week, we still can get in if the Jets handle business and beat Miami. Yeah, Jets would have to beat the Dolphins. I think I seen that the Jags beat the Titans, which they should, because the Titans are reeling. Steelers would have to lose like one game, and if and I can see all that happen. So we probably could get in with a loss. Probably could get in with a loss. So it's not over if we do lose next week. But the much easier path is just to handle your business. We 1 win away from the playoffs. So just easier to say than done. Just win. Easier said than just win. We win, have not business, we get in there. But I'll be talking about the Bills a lot this week. Probably have a few shows lined up. Probably looking at right now, probably Tuesday and Thursday. So we'll see. Probably a few more shows, but just make sure you stay tuned for that. We're doing a lot of breakdown for this game, man. It's a huge game. The Bills, they got a big game tomorrow night against the Bengals, Monday Night Football. They're in Cincinnati. So let's just say if they lose that game, the game against us on Sunday is even more pivotal for them because then they have to win that game. Even if they win that game, they still gonna have to beat us to get for it because they playing for the 1 seed. And Kansas City's on their tail. Kansas City, they won late today against Denver. So like the Bills and the Chiefs are right there. Bottom line, the Patriots, if the 2022 Patriots make the playoffs, we're playing Kansas City or Buffalo. That's a ways down a little bit. We're a couple weeks from that. But just be prepared to play Kansas City or Buffalo. So you want your ticket in the playoffs, you got to play. Okay, here we go. You got to play the Chiefs or you play the Buffalo Bills. That's what it's going to be. So I know a lot of people think we should just lose and get the high spot, the playoff spot. And I mean, not the playoff spot, but the high draft pick and stuff like that. I'm not one of those guys. You know, Pat Snake, I've been a Patriots fan for a while. You want to win. It's a pride thing. You want to win, get in. It's good to make the playoffs. Whether win or lose, it's real. It's still good for your team. But you can learn a lot too by making the playoffs. So I'm one of those fans that I want us to make the playoffs and just see where things go from there. Anything can happen. We've seen. We've seen weird things happen, injuries. A team just get hot, then they go on like a little run. So we don't know what's gonna happen. We just have to wait and see. But be looking forward. I'll be talking about that a lot this week too. Us making the playoffs versus getting the high draft pick. But I think for the most part, man, that's probably gonna do it for this year. Just want to come on, chop it up with y'all for a little quick recap of the Dolphins game. Be prepared for the week. Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, you liking it, and you sharing it. For the people that's gonna view it late or whatnot, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And just stay tuned, man. Go Pats. Appreciate y'all joining me.